Lastly today, we got another ref video. Hassan Piker has finally found out. Well, really? Did he really? Did he really? Probably not. Also by ref. Yeah. We're gonna jump in. Communism is bad, I agree. Also, if you like this kind of content, please consider liking and subscribing. I appreciate you guys. Yeah, let's see. Communism is bad, I agree. Communism is very bad. It's just as bad as National Socialism. Anyways, let's go.
So today we're dealing with perhaps the biggest PR incident facing Hassan Piker yet, which is really saying something.
The dog. It's about the dog.
But yesterday I made this tweet. A very bold statement where I said, communism is bad. Now I got a lot of support on this tweet, but it seems to have enraged a certain individual. Someone who said, hey, let the spotlight be on me. And who is that individual? It's Hassan Piker. He saw that and said, hey, wait a minute. I need more attention.
Make the rich pay. Wait, my man is rich himself. What do you mean?
I need to do something. I need to pull a stunt. They'll get more attention on me. To the point where he was trending #1 in the United States yesterday. And what did he do? Well, he has been alleged to have put a shock collar on his dog and zapped his pet, Kaya, because she dared to be a nuisance, to cause a slight inconvenience to his stream. Now, before we get into what's going on with Hassan, Twitch is in a very weird position thanks to Top Gooner CEO Dan
Gooner CEO, true and real. True and real. Yeah, that man just right? There was a pregnancy happening on there was a birth happening on Twitch. That man just chimed in because that congratulations left. How are we at a point of time where we can stream pregnancies? We are actually cooked in this. What kind of timeline are we in?
Clancy. So yesterday, a very popular streamer by
yeah, okay. He's talking about it. It is so stupid.
By the name of Fandy. She went viral for delivering her own baby live on Twitch.com. Now, wait a minute. There is a chance that doing something like this could be tasteful and also educational. It could happen. Under the right circumstances, this could be done in a right way. Well, unfortunately, it wasn't. And Dan Clancy was right in the chat, wishing her the best of luck. How convenient and good.
It's just crazy. It's just crazy. This man is crazy. It is just so fucking dumb, dude, that this is normalized now. They're yanking the babies out during the stream. It's just so crazy that this is now normal. This is the new normal.
Good for him. But unfortunately, this woman who was posting her birth and streaming it live on Twitch for ad revenue, she was also, as you can see down here in the bottom left, promoting her fansly during.
That's just crazy. That is just crazy. Born to a whore. That is crazy. Poor child.
During this event. That's right. This woman live streamed her
birth, her giving birth and promoting her OF, essentially her OF, her fansly. That is just diabolical. That's just diabolical. That is diabolical.
Herself on Twitch, giving birth to her child while promoting porn of herself. Let that sink in. Let that sink in about where we are.
We are so cooked. This is not just like a new Twitch low. This is like a general we're fucking cooked, my guy. This is a new low for society too, because that's a first.
As a society and as a platform at Twitch, a woman live streamed herself giving birth while actively promoting porn of herself. That's diabolical. And we're not even at Hassan Piker yet. You know, the progressive, right? He's been doing his best to be
The progressive mind in a MAGA body. Yeah, shut the fuck up, dude. There's no way. Nah, bro.
the model citizen, the progressive mind in a MAGA body, as reported by this New York Times article. Well, what's
Save this poor little baby. Save this poor little baby.
he been up to? Well, just putting a shock collar on his dog, Kaya, and zapping her during a recent stream. I feel very
There's so many memes out there of like the dog zapping him back and like him being right and stuff. It's just really interesting. The memes, however, are great. The suffering of the dog isn't.
confident. This is not a leap. I would say with 99.9% certainty that this is what he did. He saw his dog, which I believe to him is just a mascot, getting out of bed, getting out of the little bed he set up, and doing something he didn't desire. Not
See, my dog has a huge bed, right? Her bed is ginormous because she's a big dog, right? She's like 62 kilograms. She's like 74 centimeters in shoulder height, right? She's like a big girl, right? She's a Central Asian Shepherd. She needs a lot of space, but like she has like a much like for her size, like size comparison. If she would take the place of like if like basically Kaya would essentially fit there like 4 times in her little bed. It's just crazy. While Kaya has this little thing there, and even my little Luna like fits there like 3 times. It's like 3 times at least. It's like crazy. It's just crazy. My dog has a big fucking dog bed.
barking, not biting, not doing anything that's really disruptive, but not being the mascot he wanted to. So what did he do?
Zap.
He zapped it. He harmed it. Here's the clip.
Of all of America's much more consequential violence, okay?
Yeah, the arm is already moving.
It's the same reason as to why America, Kaya, please just
There he looks down with like if he was just like he would look at the right. There moves the hand. He looks down on something. He reaches further.
go, just
And
stop.
she gets zapped. And the reason why he reacted this way, look how fast he reacts, right?
Reason as to why America, Kaya, please just go, just stop.
Look how he turns around real quick. You know why? Because he didn't expect her to yelp. That's what happened. Because he did not expect her to yelp. And now he realized, fuck.
Jesus Christ, what are you doing? You're being such a baby.
What are you doing? You're being a dog abuser and a fucking piece of shit at this point. I mean, more so than you were before.
It's just you're making her stressed. She just literally is.
Also, what's weird is the immediate reaction of her laying down. It's also the reaction of him. Like, if my dog yelps like that, I am up and check that dog. He just continues to sit there. Weird ass shit. Second of all, again, she laid down immediately after this. Like, she knows that she needs to lay down once she gets zapped. Point in case, absolutely clear that she was zapped.
So incredibly spoiled from my mom. No, she doesn't want to come over here to see what's up. She just wants to roam the house because she got to roam the house when I was gone. And she needs to literally have the same.
Yeah. Who would have expected that the dog should roam the house?
Structured, regimented. I think this clip went to Trump's big baby desk immediately. I hate everything.
So I will say this, and trust me, I'm not lying. I wanted to give Hassan Piker the greatest benefit of the doubt. I have many critics.
After seeing the clip, I didn't find the video, but there's a video of him out there. First of all, telling his dog that his older dog, his previous dog, that he will kill him, and also pulling the dog by his tail. Sorry, I will not give this man any benefit of the doubt anymore. No more.
Criticisms of the man. But I did not want to add animal abuser to those unless I was fairly confident. But looking at that clip, the fact that he looked off screen, reached for something with his hand, and then when he seemingly pressed something, all of a sudden his dog Kaya yelps in pain when he was feeling slightly annoyed by it. It just seems really obvious that there is a 99.9% probability that he was using some form of a shock collar on this dog because it didn't fit the mascot role. Now, let me say this. Anyone who hurts an animal and has this sort of reaction to that happening, I do not trust you at all.
Being a sociopath starts with animals. The more you know, and from what I can tell, he seems to be more and more fall into that category. Also, yeah, I don't care. Even forcing the dog to lay in the same corner is still animal abuse. He's still an animal abuser. I didn't know that he would force his dog constantly to lay in that corner. But at this point, I'm just done with the dude. He should get banned. He does not get banned. He should get banned.
That is sociopathic. It's weird. And I would say a fitting punishment for Hassan would be to put a shock collar on him, but he would probably like that. Now, Hassan always...
No, he has a shock collar on my man Dan, right? And he presses it every time. That's why he doesn't get never gets banned.
Says in reference to people like Nux Taku and many others, he says, "Judge me by my enemies." Well, judge me, Rev, by my enemies. They're animal abusers. And we're not even talking about the terrorist sympathizing, the calls to violence, and all the horrible things Hassan has done. Maybe this is a time where Hassan's sycophants can wake up. But of course...
They won't. They run defense. They won't. They run defense. They constantly run defense. I mean, they're literally saying that Moist Critical, Penguin Zero, Charlie, whatever you want to call him, is like spewing far right ideas for essentially saying that was shocking his dog, and it's like, what the fuck are we doing? And like brigading his like his subreddit and like other crazy shit. It's just weird behavior, these people.
Mr. Hassan has answers for this, where clearly there is some type of a blinking collar on his dog that sits next to him, by the way, for 8 to 10 hours a day while he screams and cries and rants.
Again, she should not be laying 8 to 10 hours in that little corner. That is still abuse regardless.
It's about nonsense on the internet. He has an explanation for everything.
It's going viral that they're claiming that the most well-trained and the most spoiled, best kept after dog on the planet is actually being abused by me, apparently. Because I gave her the place command while she was getting off, and then she yelped. These shadows don't know she broke the other beds? Yeah. She'd broken the previous bed. Bro, that dog is being abused. 4-hour streams every day of Hassan. I can't imagine. Yeah. And I suspect it's coming from, you know, some crazy haters. They said you shocked her with a button. Yeah. In my evil villain lair.
Oh, you cannot, you can deny it as much as you want. People have looked the collar up. People have made comparison to other shock collars, and the shock collar does have a similar layout to another one. I am sorry, nobody believes you this shit. Nobody believes you anything because all you have known to do is lie and deceive. I am sorry, but no, I do not believe you.
Good thing I didn't hit the trapdoor button instead on accident. She reviewed food online. She helped. No, she went when she was getting off the bed. Because I assume she like either stepped funny or clipped her fucking foot on something. I don't know.
So that's his lame excuse to everything going on. Personally speaking, I don't buy it. And yesterday I made...
There was nothing to clip the dog, like where she could clip herself. She didn't also not misstep funny. It just looks weird that again, you did not get up anyway, in any way, shape, or form. Like, if my dog does that, and I think, like, if any other person that owns a dog, if the dog suddenly yelps, you check what's going on.
This tweet that got a lot of attention saying, it's sad that Hassan had to be caught in 4K abusing his dog for a sect of people to finally recognize this man for what he is. And I guess that resonated across many different audiences. This is the one, I guess, that really grabbed the attention of people who even praise Hassan. They're like, the terrorist sympathizing, the calls to violence. That was something I could deal with, but abusing a dog, I guess that really is a testament to man's best friend. When you abuse man's best friend, all of a sudden, you get everyone calling you out. But of course...
True and real? True and real. Again, I've had dogs for as long as I can remember, right? I grew up with dogs. My parents were German Shepherd breeders. Right now we have a German Shepherd. We also have like I said, a Central Asian Shepherd. We had a Collie before as well. Some other breeds too. Yeah, not buying it. Not buying it. Not buying it at all. Somebody who grew up and lived his entire life, his entire 24 years with dogs, I am not buying it.
His explanation is terrible. Because even if what he's saying is true, that Kaya just yelped after tripping on something, dude, are you not concerned? I had a family dog growing up from like 5 years old, and it passed away when I was going to college. And any person who grew up with a dog or has a dog, and you've spent enough time, you understand what I'm saying. At some point, completely unintentional, you're going to do some weird movement, or you're going to back up, you're going to do something like that.
Yeah, you're going to step on the, like, it has happened before that somebody stepped on a dog. Just on the foot. That has happened before. Or you, right, you touch somewhere wrong where they're sensitive and then they yelp. That can happen too. And you immediately check. This man did not check.
And you don't realize your dog is behind you or to the side of you, and you accidentally step on its paw or its tail, and it yelps. And there is something within a person who loves their animal and truly cares about them. It's like a primordial desire, a primordial concern, where you're like, you hear that noise and you're like, oh my gosh, what have I done?
True, it's like immediate check, did I hurt it too much? Is something broken? Right? It's like the immediate check is like, what have I done? Like, oops, like immediate guilt, shame, anything, right? What has happened? Immediately. That man did not do that, and that tells me more than anything I need to know.
Is my pet okay? And that's on accident. Hassan, in this case, I believe intentionally harmed his animal because it was causing him a minor inconvenience on his stream. But even if what he's saying is true, what was that reaction? Complete indifference and even mocking the suffering of his pet. Mocking the fact that she's being a baby, is what he said. Something about that just doesn't sit right with me. It does not sit right with me. Someone who can hear a yelp from a dog, their own pet, and just be like...
Yeah, but again, if he really has sociopathic tendencies, then that is not surprising. Again, I'm not surprised if that's actually the case or not, to be fair. He is finding out for the first time. It's crazy. Anyways.
Like, well, why are you being a baby? I'm not buying it whatsoever. This whole thing is ridiculous. This meme...
Please, Father, I need to get up and walk out of frame. It's been 6 hours of you screaming next to me and stressing me out. Click, click, click.
It's not a joke. I've always found it very weird that his dog Kaya sits next to him for the entirety of his streams. He goes live every day for like 8 to 10 hours. And it's sitting there. And now, all of a sudden, well, it got... I'm sorry, what did his dog do wrong again? Guys, please explain to me. What did Kaya do wrong?
Not being the prop that he wants it to be. This is not a Metatron meta video. Like it is not a helmet from like some knight or something. This is a dog. This is an animal. This is a living creature. That's the problem. That's the big problem.
Forget the shock collar. All of that. What did this dog do wrong in that clip? Nothing. But of course, comparisons are being made, as pointed out here. If Tectone or Asmongold did this on Twitch, they would be permanently banned.
Yeah, true.
And I believe this 110%.
I mean, Tectone was banned for calling a fat bitch at this point.
If those two men did anything close to this, they would be banned. In fact, anyone beyond Hassan and his orbiters, if they did something like this, they would be banned permanently on Twitch. Just saying it. But with him, nope. It's all good because he is the golden boy of Twitch. And I hope they enjoy continuing to collapse in their defense of people like Hassan. But of course, his sycophants, they're out in full force trying to defend him. Where people like this say, he doesn't use a shock collar, by the way, because, alas, the brigade has begun. At this point, I'm going to share some more concerning clips involving Hassan.
It's just such a lib-ass, like, oh, dude, please don't get a Frenchie. I just wrote a Vox article talking about how problematic they are. Like, I don't give a f***. I know they have breathing problems. I know they're incredibly fucking inbred. I don't give a shit. I know. I know.
I don't give a shit if the dog is in pain. I can't breathe. It's a dog. Yeah, see?
I don't care. Like, I don't give a shit. This is a dog.
Well, despite everything we just saw in all the relevant clips and the concern...
Oh, of course. Anissa and the OnlyFans right there. Ugh.
Concerning developments involving Hassan and his dog, Kaya, Anissa Joma, iDubbbz' wife, she is coming to
iDubbbz' husband. iDubbbz' husband.
Hassan's defense because, well, of course she is. So she says this in a tweet. I'm a big dog advocate. Love training dogs with positive reinforcement, as you can tell with Merlin and Fiona on Ian streams. I've met Kaya. I saw Kaya while Hassan was streaming. She never had a shock collar on. She was good at her place command, but that's very easily accomplished with positive reinforcement. I would be very surprised if this was actually Kaya reacting to a shock collar. Now, not that long ago, back in 2022, she was proclaiming her pain seeing a dog suffering, but has nothing to say for Hassan's dog Kaya in a similar...
The thing is, everything these people say you can't take for real because they're his friends. Also, I'm 100% certain Anissa slept with Hassan. And iDubbbz probably watched. I am absolutely certain Anissa slept with Hassan. There's no doubt about it.
Situation, because of course, she is a sycophant. Now we see Ethan Klein entering the fray, who had something to say. he has dogs of his own. And don't worry, Anissa and others looped Ethan Klein into this situation for some reason, even though he has absolutely nothing to do with anything. But of course, he had a statement.
Again, Hassan made a statement that says, like, yes, the situation is just as bad because of right-wingers and pro-Israel people. And I'm like, bro, no, this has nothing to do with any of those. Your dog acted weird, and you acted weird. Your dog clearly was in pain when you pressed something.
And he condemns what happened in the situation. Let's give it a quick listen.
Many of you guys know that I'm a dog lover, and there are a few things that horrify me more than people that abuse their animals. These are precious creatures that need us and depend on us, and abusing that trust is such a horrible crime. A clip of Hassan Piker is going viral right now of him shocking his dog Kaya for taking one step off of her mat. Let's take a look.
Such a first world problem, but it is emblematic of all of America's much more consequential violence, okay? It's the same reason as to why America, Kaya, please just stop. Jesus Christ, what are you doing? You're being such a baby.
I always found it bizarre how Kaya, who's this young, energetic puppy, stayed in 1 square foot of Hassan's room, right in sight of camera, almost like just a prop in his room. Well, now we know why. He's using...
Again, whether he was not using a shock collar or not, my opinion is that forcing a dog to stay at the same place for 6 to like 10 hours a day is animal abuse, because a dog needs to move. A dog needs to move. It's a dog. It's an animal. If she likes to lay somewhere else, then you should let her lay somewhere else. Very simple.
Extreme austerity measures to shock and abuse his animal for, and then blaming her, getting mad at her for him hurting her. There's further evidence from a recent broadcast.
And now it's mainstream. I love her. I think her collar's too tight.
Well, it's here we can.
It's a what? It's a what?
You have to be able to get 2
It's a what? Huh? You almost said it, huh?
fingers, and I couldn't even get one. I think you're choking her.
She's like, she has a lot of neck meat.
This woman on Hassan's stream was concerned enough that, she had to say something live. I'm sure that was the last thing she wanted to do, was humiliate him on his own stream. But she was that worried. She couldn't even fit a single finger under her collar. And you get the sense that he was about to say, it's a shock collar. He says, it's a ... and then he doesn't finish the sentence. As I'm sure Hassan will try to deny using a shock collar, here's a clip of him admitting he owns one.
John.
My old roommate wanted to use a shock collar. Or Fish and his dogs. For Fish and his dogs barking. I couldn't do it. I have it still. I bought it.
With all that evidence and more coming out.
And the clip, I don't think the clip is in there. I also just found XQC talking over it, so I can't be showing that. Also, I don't want to show that because I don't like adding a video into this where he pulls his dog's tail and tells him that he will kill him. Nah, we good.
It's pretty hard to deny that Hassan has been abusing his dog for the absolutely vain project of just sitting there in frame for 9 hours straight every day. Terrible.
So Ethan brought up even more examples of Hassan being presented with concerns about how he's treating his own dog. And, well, he didn't care. In fact, he got very defensive about these situations. But, of course, some people are continuing to defend Hassan. But, of course, even more stuff starts to come.
He used an inverted spike collar before on a different dog. Yeah, that was also those things were once also legal here in Germany, right? Though they don't look like that. They're more like just down here. I don't know. They usually in Germany they don't go up this far. They didn't get up this far. we still have some, right, when they were still okay to be used, but that's a long time ago. We don't use those. Would never. Not on my dog. They can't even fit on her, so it doesn't matter. Regardless, these were once a thing. They're no longer legal. Electric shock collars were not legal either, and vibration collars, if I'm remembering correctly here, they are legal, but only to a certain degree, and you need to have good safety measures because they're not crazy. So yeah, you can't even do that stuff here. Well, this is the dog that whose tail he pulled. I think that's the case, and that he would said like he's gonna actually kill.
Including this photo where he is using an inverted spiked collar on one of his previous dogs. Very interesting. This guy seems to have no concern about the safety of his dog, and a lot of people are not happy, and rightfully so. Here's another example of someone who is raising concerns, including Tectone, who says this: Hassan broke the law again on stream. California Penal Code Section 597, animal abuse, inappropriate use/abuse of a shock collar falls under this, and many municipalities ban.
Oh, interesting. Shock collars are banned in California. Well, get fucked then.
Their use. He will not be banned. His audience will tell you this is a good thing he did. Hassan will tell you it's out of context and continue to cry about why no one likes him. Twitch is a garbage platform for not taking action again.
True and real.
He's right. He will not be banned. Like I said earlier, if this was Tectone or Asmongold, he would be banned 100%.
If that were me, I'd be banned 100%.
But of course, he is Hassan, and this is Twitch. And, well, nothing's gonna happen. It's sad. But of course, today, by the way, Twitch is before Congress. Does Dan Clancy show up? I don't know. I don't know what time of...
I'm assuming not. I'm assuming not. I would be assuming not. No. I don't think so. I don't think he's gonna show up. No.
This recording. If he actually showed up, he was not required to show up to Congress, but he was invited as the CEO of the platform to talk about many issues involving social media platforms, including the radicalization of people, but we will see about that. But of course, legal mindset, an actual attorney would weigh in saying, take action, contact Los Angeles Animal Services at the below phone or mail, informing them that Hassan Piker is likely in violation of California Penal Code Section 597 PC 597, which prohibits maliciously or intentionally causing unjustifiable pain or suffering to any animal. And a lot of people feel very strongly about that point. Guys, this is horrible. Like, what? Let me
Bro's trending.
just take a second, guys, and say, how did we get here? Seriously, how did we get here? Where someone can do something like this live, on stream, in front of tens of thousands of people, and likely will not get any punishment, both legally and on the platform of Twitch. The favoritism, we know it, we understand it.
Dan Clancy needs to step down. I'm saying it all the time. And now the thing, right? The stuff with the Congress is now also like delayed or canceled.
But I think there's something different about this. There is something special in a morbid sense about this, where even his own fans, if you watched his chat during this, even his own sycophants who cheer when he makes calls to violence and makes outrageous statements, even those people were a bit uncomfortable with this. And I hate that it took potential animal abuse For some of these people to wake up. Wake up. This guy is a menace. He really is. And what he does to his dog live in front of tens of thousands of viewers, it makes you think, what does this guy do when no one's looking? That's a real question. It really is. But anyways, that's going to end this very disturbing and troubling video for today.
Yeah, that's pretty much the end. Here's my take. He should get banned. He won't get banned. He should get punished. He won't get punished. And at this point, I don't think he will ever get punished. All I can say is this man is a piece of shit. And you should go and hug your doggo, cuddle your doggo, or actually just any pet, right? Okay, if it's a fish, that's gonna be a bit rough, but or insects or tarantulas or anything like that, right? That's gonna be rough. But just hug your pet. Snackies, hugs, cuddles, scratchies, everything. And yeah, take this as an example of somebody who does not take care well of their pet. Anyways, like, comment, and subscribe, and take care, guys.